Hey guys, welcome to another installment of I May Be Biased. I'm your host, Cool Man Bird, and we're going to get into an important discussion on my man Kid Cudi's new song featuring Eminem called "The Adventures of Moon Man and Slim Shady." I personally think the song is fire, but we're going to get into the topic and see if our fellow co-hosts think it's fire as well. So, without further ado, let me introduce my homies to you. First, I got my man Ree, aka Reality. How you doing?
I'm good, cool man. Just ready to get into it.
All right, man. Let's do it. And last but definitely not least, I got my man Billy the Goat. Billy the Goat, how you doing?
Just trying to stay goaded, my friend.
All right, stay goaded. I can get with that, man. Maybe Todd can't, but we'll see. All right, so let's do it, y'all. Who wants to start this topic? Go first. We're gonna rate the song.
Uh-huh.
First, we're gonna judge the song by beat, and we're gonna rate Kid Cudi and Eminem's lyricism on the track, and just how we feel about their collaboration together, if they sounded good together, and we'll rate it through a 1 through 10, maybe, right? 10
Yeah,
being
that sounds good.
certified, certified, So, uh,
That actually sounds great.
what's up, reality? You wanna?
Yeah, I want to jump right into this, man.
Because
We're
I
gonna
know,
jump
I
right
know,
into
for
this.
years we have this big discussion about M and where
Right,
he falls on you guys, totem pole of the rap elites.
right.
So let's see what you got to say about my man on this track because I felt like he went off.
First and foremost,
How,
uh, if
how'd you feel
if
about the
people
beat?
don't if people don't know, I feel like Eminem is one of the most overrated rappers in our history of hip hop.
Mm-mm.
But I am no hater. When it comes to this song, Eminem definitely did his thing. But
Okay.
first, but first, let's talk about Kid Cudi. Are we even talking about Kid Cudi? What's going on?
Yeah, we talking
You
about
could
he's an artist.
yeah.
Oh, is he? Because
I
that
don't
was
hold him as
terrible.
really an artist.
I I agree
Wait,
with Goat. I don't. I won't.
what you
I
say,
wouldn't
though?
hold him to the certain standards of other artists. And I mean, as far as
But
lyricism go,
he's supposed to be a top artist of the last couple of generations.
You are.
He was really big before, so I expected more from him
right?
in 2020. And Kid Cudi, I feel like he really let me down. His flow was pretty cool, but if you
Okay.
listen to what he was saying, it was a whole bunch of nothing. I feel like I think he did pretty well on the beat, but at the end of the day, he wasn't saying much of anything.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna I'm not even gonna break down his verse. I'm just gonna give him uh, a 5
Okay.
because he did the bare minimum. Like it's not the worst thing I've ever heard, but at the end of the day, he wasn't saying anything. But
You know what's crazy? I'm feeling your rating on his lyricism. You
right,
just took him for what it is, 5. But
yeah,
continue.
right. It's one of those things where it sounds good. Like if
Right.
you just doing something or going about your everyday life and you just want to hear something, it sounds good. But if you listen to what he's saying, it's not good. Now Eminem, not the biggest Eminem fan, but he definitely did his thing on this one. Definitely did his thing on this one. We're gonna start with the beat. I feel like the beat was like an 8.5.
Okay.
I felt like the beat was cool. It wasn't nothing extra going on, but it was something that you can really, take apart and do your thing on.
Right.
Flow,
Right.
I gave Eminem a 10.
Ooh.
I feel like he was flowing on there. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but
Okay.
his flow, he was flowing. And he switched up his delivery and cadence a couple different times. So like
Quick question, Ty. Why were you in the past, and I know you still are, what was the difference between his lyricism and lyrics now on this track compared to other tracks that you heard of him before, to where you didn't hold him in high regard as like the
okay,
greatest MC, one of the
okay,
greatest
so
MCs?
right. So first I would say Eminem flow usually range from a 7 to 10 at all times. So his flow is always top tier or god
Okay.
tier, if you
Right.
wanna say that. But
Right.
I feel like where he lack at is his lyrics. is not always top notch. And people might kill me for this because everybody think he's like the best lyricism they ever heard. Sometimes I feel like he's just rambling though. He's just putting words together, not saying much. And then an Eminem fan, they're the worst kind of fans. I'm not even gonna lie. So you ask them like, hey,
the stand community.
yeah, you love Eminem. All right, so what did he say that got you saying that, he's one of the greatest rappers ever? And they're always like, oh, they'll play the song, but they never remember exactly what he say because a lot of time he's rambling.
Right.
And I'm not saying this is all the time. It's definitely songs like Renegade or what's the 8 Mile track?
Right.
Lose
8 Mile
Yourself.
Road. 8 Mile Road.
Yeah, like he definitely has his times where he's spitting and going in, but I just feel like overall it's just a lot of nothing a lot of the times.
All right, man. So, yo, man, we already heard my man Reality's comment. And I'm very shocked and surprised. I didn't think you was going to give him his just due, but at the same time, I know you follow rap, you study rap, and you rap yourself. So
Right.
I know that I was hoping that you was going to critique it properly, and I'm happy to hear that you gave him that rating, man. All right, let's
wait, hold on, cool man. Let me just finish the complete rating. Lyrics, I got 8.5. Like I said, flow was 10. Delivery, I have 10. Beat 8.5. So overall, we're gonna give it about a 9.3.
Ooh, hey man, that's just short of certified, man. That's just short of certified.
That's elite, and he definitely did his thing on this one.
And not for nothing, M. Coming from Reality, I take it, man. I take it. I take what I can get, man. That's one of the greatest ratings for M right now. I'm feeling that. All right, let's take it to GOAT, man. How you feel about the song? Break it down.
Song overall, I gave the song overall 8.7.
Okay.
7. Okay.
He brought it down a little bit, but as far as like overall as a song, like Ty said, the beat, I gave it a 9. I gave Kid Cudi flow, I gave it an 8.2.
Mm-hmm.
I gave everything else he did. So his overall grade to me is like a 5.5. I'm gonna have to almost agree with Ree on that. He didn't have no substance in the lyrics really. Mm-hmm. It was a good flow. Yeah, that's really it for Kid Cudi. M to me, flow is probably his biggest thing he has. Like Ree said,
right.
From anywhere, he's always anywhere between a 7 to a 10. That's like he's great at that. That's his number one thing for me. As far as lyrics, I gave it a little bit higher than Rhea. I went like a 8.5 in lyricism.
Mm-hmm.
Just overall, like I like that one line, that Medusa line, and that's how you stay ahead of snakes. That was tough to me. I like that.
That was crazy. I definitely fell out of my seat when I heard that, man.
Definitely fire.
Yeah. He like Reese said, he changed up the cadence. His delivery was on point.
Right.
It was crazy to me. It was crazy. I gave him overall. I gave him a 9.3 in total performance. Mm-hmm. I think he did really good. And as far as where I have him standing all times, he's in my top 10.
All right. It's good
top
to know.
15, but who's counting?
Listen, man. As long as he up here. All right. My take on it. First we'll start with the beat of the song. First, let me get into their alter egos, which is the name of the song, Moon Man and Slim Shade. Just by hearing their names together, I'm saying to myself, why they ain't been work with each other, you know? So I was pretty excited to hear that they were collabing. You know, I felt off the rip it was going to be interesting. So, all right, let's start with the beat. I thought the beat was fire. It was real simple, nothing too crazy, nothing, just a nice smooth beat. You know, so I give the beat. I give the beat a 9. I give the beat a 9. It was on fire. Kid Cudi. Now, honestly, his flow on the track, and this is what I mean with Kid Cudi. I don't hold him and I know other people may do. I don't hold him to regards of super lyricism as other people. I look at him as a dope beat maker and a great song creator, and I just hold him to that. Now, I feel like there's episodes where he kind of show you he got a few bars, but in certain weight classes, I don't put him up there with M's and all that. So I'm gonna say I think I'm gonna agree with you guys and just say his bars was, average.